Welcome everyone to the practical session of power plant engineering. Today's topic is nuclear power plant. Experiment name: study the nuclear power different components of nuclear power plant by using charts, models or simulated videos. So let's start. So nuclear power plant is considered as the one futuristic power plant and have a vast future for the power generation. In the nuclear power plant, it is similar to the steam power plant. All the components are similar to the steam power plant. Just this difference is, in the steam power plant we can use the coal for developing the heat, and in the nuclear power plant we can use the reactor. In the reactor we can use the nuclear fuels for the uranium or thorium for the heat generation. uh, for as we can burn 1 kg of uranium, only 1 kg burning of 1 kg of uranium, it is equivalent to burning the 40,000 kg ton coal, high grade coal. I mean, you can see how potential or how energy is generated from the 1 kg, just 1 kg of uranium. As every power plant has its own basic principles. For the nuclear power plant, first chemical energy is converted into heat energy, and this heat energy is converted to the kinetic energy, and again this kinetic energy converted into mechanical energy and the in the turbine, and the mechanical energy converted into the electrical energy. As we know, the freely moving neutrons bombarded with the radioactive materials, means these freely moving neutrons bombarded in the radioactive material, that is uranium 235 or thorium 232, to heat or energy produced. With the help of this heat energy from the chemical energy, the kinetic energy converted to mechanical energy in the turbine, and this again mechanical energy converted to the electrical energy in the generator. So see some of the basic components of nuclear power plant. This is the nuclear reactor, it is heat exchanger, this is steam turbine, this is generator, this is condenser, and this is cooling tower. These are the some basic components of nuclear power plant. Out of reactor is heart of nuclear power plant because energy is generated in this reactor. So in the reactor, free neutrons are moving, and these free neutrons bombarded on the nuclear fuels, uranium or thorium, to produce the heat. Nuclear fuels, when the slowly moving neutrons hit the nuclear fuel, it produces heat. This heat passes to the heat exchanger, means once heat is produced in the this reactor, it passes to the heat exchanger here. In the heat exchanger, other input is heat exchanger is heated water, which is coming from this way. Heat exchanger is heated water. The heat carrying from the nuclear reactor to the heat exchanger by using different carrier, just like normal boiling water or the pressurized water or gaseous reactor, depending on which type of reactor we can use. We can consider here the boiling water reactor, pressurized water reactor is used. So this pressurized water carries the heat from the reactor and it goes to the heat exchanger, and for the heat exchanger, other input in the heat exchanger is normal water. So this pressurized water release the heat to the outside water, means boiling water or normal water. This normal water gets converted into the high pressure steam. Again this steam comes from this way to the turbine. Okay, from this way goes to the turbine. When it goes to the turbine, it rotates the turbine. As turbine rotates, its kinetic energy converted to the mechanical energy, rotation of shaft, and this rotation of shaft attached to the generator, means this mechanical energy again converted to the electrical energy. When the steam comes from the rotation of turbine, it comes to the condenser. The function of condenser is to condensate this steam. In the condenser, we can flow cold water from this side. Okay, cold water from this side, and this, when this cold water comes in contact with the steam, it absorbs the temperature, it absorbs the heat from the steam. As this water absorbs the heat from the steam temperature of the steam reduces, and it converts this phase from gaseous to liquid. When it comes to the liquid phase, this hot water means temperature of steam is above 100 degree. When it comes to the temperature 60-70 degree or 50 degree, this steam means this hot water goes to in this way. Okay, in this way, for the heat exchanger, this water again goes to the heat exchanger. And here cooling tower is also used. Cooling tower is used to uh, reduce the temperature of water. Means this water coming from the cooling tower, cold water, is goes to the condenser, and when it absorbs the temperature of the steam, the temperature of water increases. This water again comes to the heat exchanger from this way. Sorry, in the cooling tower, this water goes to the cooling tower. In the cooling tower, it spreads in the to the atmospheric air, and it releases heat to the air, outside the air. And when its temperature down, this cooling water again comes to the condenser. So this is the process of the nuclear power plant. Thanks for watching, and the end of video.